better. It's getting better. This is not easy. So, like I said, I think the reason that the first two kata of the Omote set are really kind of complicated. They've got all this stuff going on. They've got all these ways for the sword to kill you better. And I have a feeling that there was a little bit of running off the dilettantes. You know, this is not easy, so if you're apt to get discouraged easily, we don't want you anyhow. And then also to give you these bailout skills that will protect you. Let's do Tachi Otoshi.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to do Tachi Otoshi. This is the first one. How do you want to? So Tachi Otoshi has. I'm talking about bailout moments, ways that can protect you. So, hey. Ah, good. What I was looking for is, did you see what he did with the stick right here? He pulled it up and protected himself so that there's a moment where he's not undefended. If he were to, if he were to do what many people do at this point, which is pull the stick down, I'm going to cut straight. There's no reason for me to go around if there's no stick there. But there's a stick there. So here, I'm trying to get here. Oh! Yeah! So I consider that to be one of the premier bailout moments. And it's the point at which, after this strike from the left, from here, he's going to turn his hips. And look what that does to the stick. This hand didn't go down, doesn't have to. All that happened is he followed his hips, and then he's going to catch my hands at this point. Notice where that stick is right now. This is a nice Koryu idea. For safety, they'll go here, but that's nice too. So here, he's going to start pushing. I have my motivation and I move, and I come out here. This is one of those places of putting me in a position where he can hit me. So he's going to knock me back here so that the Hiki Otoshi, notice his hand is back for a good reason, goes to that. So this is Tachi Otoshi. So you have an escape and a bailout from a quick attack with two-handed sword. And then again, Subawari. Hey! Here. Then you've got all of this funky sword handling. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And by this time, I'm on the run. Okay? So this is the first two of Omote. The third one is Tsuki Zue, which we did yesterday. Then we get into Hisage, Sakan Ukon. And so I think
the session's over at 4.
Yeah. So I think we're about out of time for today. We're 4 o'clock, right?
You can go a little longer.
Okay. I don't know if do you want to go Ukon?
I think their
brains have been scrambled enough.
But you could just do it once.
Okay.
We can show them the next
We'll
three.
show them. Let's show the next few techniques. Do we have a short sword?
Yep.
My kingdom for a short sword.
You just walk past.
They were so small. So this is just like Seitei, except I'm going to use a short sword. And of course, the short sword has really the same range as a long sword because of the way I'm using my body. Hey! Oh! there's a little bit of difference in the timing of the thrust between Subawari and Hisage. So we've all done Hisage, and you come around and you're at this point in Hisage. I want you to notice his hand. His forward hand is in Gyakute. So when I step around here, he's got to change that hand over. Now, as I take this step, he's going to pop me. That's the third step. But if we're doing Subawari, we just did Subawari, and he's got from this place, notice his hand's already in a pushing position. 1, 2. He can hit me a little early on that one. So really, he's going to hit me on 1, 2 on this step.
Depends. Osato Sensei, I don't get the
Did he
feeling
do
that
3?
there's an opening there yet.
Okay.
I have the feeling that if I came in early on here, on Osato Sensei, 1, 2, if I started to come in, I have a feeling there'd be,
Be a sword right there.
be a sword right there.
Understood. Yeah. So, we did Hisage,
So, Saka.
Sakan. Hey! Hey!
Yay!
Okay, and tomorrow we'll do Ukon. So we're going to show Ukon a little bit. Chotto yukkuri.
Take your time.
Hey! Hey! Sorry.
Yeah.
So
All of these
yeah.
can be done in what looks like to the guys on the outside, glacial speed, but with absolute focus on the inside.
Hey!
Yeah.
So what I find to be a difference, if you think about doing a kata slowly versus quickly, it really, to me, feels like I'm just being more careful. Because a lot of times, what am I going to do? What possible next step could I have? If we do something like Tsuki Zue. Everybody, I mean, Tsuki Zue is pretty vanilla, right? Why shouldn't we just do it real fast? But if I'm being a little careful, hey! And he's right here. Go ahead and put sword, stick back down. I mean, back in there. I could try to do something real quick. Okay, well that didn't work out. How about I just turn?
That
How about I just turn and you strike my stick from below? It just knocked the crap out. There's always alternative problems. A lot of times I'm just looking at how do I attack this person?
Yeah.
And it's not that I stand here and hold the sword and wait for him to cut me or to hit me on the hand. It's that a lot of times I'm trying to figure out what can I do that improves my situation.
Yeah.
So a lot of these things that seem like, well, he's just standing there. Why is he just
Seems
standing
like
there?
a good idea. There's a landmine right there, and you know it.
Yeah. So, for instance, on this guy, if I cut here and he's gone off to the side, and I raise my hand up, and he does the kata as prescribed, go ahead. Ow! All it did was end the kata one move sooner, because they're designed well. They're designed for that, the purpose of giving you this little chess game.
Boom.
Here. Now, if I can do this, I'll just kill him, right?
Right.
But, oh, no, I can't.
If my hands are too close together, I'm dead. If my hands are here,
So here, maybe I step back, raise the sword. What am I going to do right now? I'm going to jump back into it? No. It still doesn't work. So if I've come off of it here, I think I'm going to give myself, the distance didn't help much either. So there's a temptation to think that going fast is better, but it specifically isn't. There are kata, the third major set of kata is called kage, the shadow, and they're all the same, really kind of the same techniques. They're the ura versions of omote, but they're done really, really, really slowly. And if you think about them, there's really a lot of times not any way you can change it. And if you go faster, you just die sooner. So be patient with the kata.
going slow is harder. If you watch us do them fast, we get done and we're like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
And when we do them slow, we're here. Where's the oxygen? Put some more oxygen in the damn air. Because everything is on. I mean, just Tsuki Zue is just.
Hey!
Yay! Yay!
The other thing about going slowly, I don't know if you could, I don't know if you could see what was going on in my head, is I'm actually looking for holes everywhere. You know, when you practice Aikido and Judo, if you go real fast, you'll see the opportunities just after they close to you. Going slow in the kata, look for the opportunities. When you're on the sword side, I want you to look for when can I cut them. So right here, I'm thinking, well, I'll just go ahead and take this shot. That didn't work. Where else can I go? Can I go here? Not so much. You know, so here, is there a weakness in this? Is his posture bad? Is his grip wrong? Does he not have my center? You know, there's probably a dozen different things that could happen here.
And Abe Sensei is an incredibly mischievous elf with very deadly skills.
Mm-hmm.
And he takes great joy when you do something a little wrong, cutting you there, and you move to get out of the way, and something else gets cut off, something else gets cut off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. So, so go slowly, and you look. Your partner's looking for the weaknesses. You're looking for the weaknesses.
And it's not just structure. Sometimes is he getting bored? Does his attention waver?
Do I start looking at that guy over there?
Because really, this isn't hurting me. It's not hurting me. It could hold me back. This is what we were doing the whole time in Subawari. There's a lot of this. I'm going to hold him. I'm going to pin him. If that wavers,
If my attention goes over there a little bit,
I mean, I don't mind having a stick in my belly if I push him around with it.
he's not going to push too. Yeah.
Now I'm pushing his back foot.
If my posture's off a little bit,
Yeah. So
if I'm not weighted properly,
right. So look for holes. Look for holes. I mean, the question a lot of times comes up, why does this work? And one of the best ways to find out why something works is to figure out why it doesn't work. And then make the little bitty corrections that make it work. A lot of these, the kihon is why it works. And proper kihon will fix your kata.
And this is just Omote. And there it is. If he doesn't, yeah. And I'm filling that space with the Jodo. It's still there. If he gets uppity, boom. Boom.
So, anyway, that's a way to approach the kata. Try to understand them. Don't go real fast. There's you see people in the Subawari is a real good one, that it will look really nice if you do it fast, but it won't be nice, if that makes sense. Going a little bit slower, feeling all of the places where something changes, the change from here to here, change from here to here. Look for what does that leave open, where are my angles, what am I doing in the kata to respond to it. And you kind of have to give a little bit of credit to the kata, that they've been fundamentally not changed. I mean, we talk about, Osato likes to do this, maybe, a half step more here, a half step less there. Oh gosh, it's different. Well, he gets to change the kata, we could change kata, right? Maybe in about 30 years,
Yeah,
but
it's more, and you'll say, well, when I started learning it, Sensei was teaching it this way, now he's teaching it this way. It's not that Sensei has changed the kata at all. Sensei is exploring some different aspect, and we just get the benefit of being there while he does it.
yeah, absolutely. So yeah, like I said, that there's you have to give a little bit of credit to the kata being done in this sequence for 400 years, and that there was a reason for it, and that it's been really successful. There are some martial arts that don't have a reputation, and there's some martial arts that have a good reputation. And Shindo Musaru is one of those that people like, yeah, we don't really want to mess with those guys. They're pretty badass.
The police department wouldn't have gone, maybe we should put this in our curriculum.
Yeah.
If there wasn't something worthwhile.
That's
we're
right.
Gotten tossed out really quick by those
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, they don't put up with silliness. When first time I went to Japan, and I walked in the room, and I think I might have had a 6 dan and Jodo from Fugaku Kai, and pretty hot stuff. And you get in the room with Abe Sensei and Yamaguchi Sensei and Osato Sensei, and I'm looking down the list and I'm like, oh yeah, that guy's a Hachidan in Iaido. This guy's a 7th dan in Naginata. These guys, he's a top judo.
Aikido and,
7th dan Aikido. These guys, it's like going to a Budo grad school, and you feel like they're just toying with all of these people who, in their own rights, are all really advanced martial artists, and it's like nothing. So anyway. There's really something very strong there, and it's in the details. It's in what we did yesterday, the timing of that strike that makes it really different. All of the just little bitty tweaks of improvement of your kihon that improve your kata, and all of a sudden you say, oh, this kata didn't used to work, but now it works. What changed? So anyway, I encourage you to continue with that. We will.